The tale of a 1950s shoe salesman named Marty Mauser who wants to be the best ping pong player in the world. It feels like directors are now locked in an arms race to just make the most stressful movie possible about the least stressful subject possible. Damien Chazelle made Whiplash, a movie that somehow turned jazz drumming into an intense psychological thriller. Josh Safdie may have topped it with Marty Supreme, a film about a shoe salesman turned ping pong player that had my heart pounding for 2.5 hours. The movie starts off with Marty trying to find some shoes for a customer, but the way it was shot, the sound, the way everyone was talking and yelling, and the way it was edited had my anxiety up really high. Marty Mauser is a go-getter. He's cocky and seems to be almost sociopathic in his disregard for others' feelings. He just uses them to get what he needs and then he moves on. The thing is, he isn't nearly as smooth as he thinks he is, and things never go exactly as planned. It doesn't take long for things to start snowballing until it feels like he's juggling way too many balls and you're just waiting for something to give. Timothée Chalamet is in nearly every scene in this movie. He holds the audience's attention and puts on arguably the best acting performance of 2025 and of his career. I was mesmerized anytime that he was on the screen. So basically the entire movie. The thing is, I also hated his character so much. I did not sympathize with him because I could never be friends with someone like him. He's just a smooth-talking hustler, and that's not really my vibe. I didn't want anything bad to happen to him, but I also didn't really want him to succeed. It's a weird way to feel about the main character in a movie. Now, while Chalamet steals the show, his on-screen girlfriend, played by Odessa A'zion, holds her own. She kind of has this maybe Funke from Arrested Development look going on. And the rest of the cast is also great. That's one of Josh Safdie's greatest skills as a director, finding the right people for the role. We've got Gwyneth Paltrow as the aging starlet and her husband, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, who's basically playing Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. We also have Fran Drescher as Marty's mom, Tyler the Creator as his hustle buddy, and for some reason, magician Penn Jillette plays a farmer with a shotgun. And Jillette is nearly unrecognizable in his role. And Marty Supreme moves really fast, and while it revolves around ping pong, that isn't really a huge chunk of the movie. There are a few matches here and there, but really it's about the in-between stuff, and that's what captured my attention. More than once, my mouth hung open from shock as something so absurd and unexpected was happening. The movie takes place in the 1950s, and it looks and feels like the 1950s. The sets and costumes were spot on. Now, much like one battle after another, this movie hits the ground running and never once lets up. It is fast-paced, action-packed, full of despicable characters, and I couldn't get enough of it. It is one of the best movies of 2025. Pointing while holding a ping pong paddle, running, selling shoes, talking on the phone in a trench coat, wispy mustaches,